Well, this week certainly happened. Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Yeah, Jesus, it's been only like, what, It's only been like... It's only been half a week, and already some shit's just feeling a bit weird. But hopefully we can chill out a bit while we play some Outer Wilds. That's my hope. It's just, you know, the news over the past few days has just gotten really, it's something. That's all I can say is that it's something. I guess we can discuss it as we go through the game, but I don't want to get too deep into it because frankly I'm confident you guys heard about it already through other channels and other places and on Twitter, where I myself even talked about it. But at the very least, we can do some Outer Wilds and just sort of chill for a little bit, for however much chilling is going to be worth right now. So, if my memory serves correctly, we got through a few things, managed to land on the Interloper, and I presented a plausible theory that I had in mind as to what happened to the Nomai that landed on there. I went to the sun station, found out that them and making the sun go supernova more quickly was intentional, so the Nomai could absolutely eat shit in that regard. And I also learned that there's a chance I might have to go back into the goddamn Dark Bramble again so I can get information on the vessel, which I really don't want to do. So that's gonna be something. But yeah, so far we're just hoping to find more information if we can help it. Yeah, I hope all of you are doing all right. I've been fine for the most part. It's just a lot of news came out really quickly. Let's see. Black Hole Forge. We still have the fucking the Lakebed Cave stuff to do. Yeah, I want to do that actually. Let's go take care of that. So, for the Lakebed Cave thing, that was just a matter of like, oh, there's a quantum shard in Ember Twin that's hopping around, and that led to a Nomai disappearing. And due to that, oh god, I'm going too quick. Going too quick. And due to that Nomai's disappearance, it's now evident of like, okay, I gotta figure out how I'm supposed to find where the shard made the Nomai go. So I gotta take that up in consideration. Alright, where's, I just need to find the Lakebed Cave real fast. Or the one quantum shard spot. Where the fuck is there it is. I need to find what I'm looking for here before the sand starts, because once that sand starts, it's gonna get a lot harder to go through. Fucking Dark Bramble. I hate that place. So awful. Scares me so much. Ow. Alright. Ah, shit. Okay. There it is. And then it can vanish. Wait. Ah! Fucking quantum cacti. Wait. Where is that? Huh? That's bizarre. Alright. Okay. So now... Yeah, I'm gonna be trying for this first because it's closer and it seems like the easiest to start out with. That's my philosophy on this particular part of the venture. There we go. Whee! Okay. Now, we go to... Shit. Need to find the cannon. Where's the cannon? There's a gravity cannon. Where is it? There it is. There's the interloper. I was told of this shortcut by a very awesome chat member. So thank you, chat member. Thank you, chat member, for that gracious shortcut. Oh man, that's so nice to be able to move that quickly. Okay, so my scout's way far below. Alright. Entrance to a thing. Cave. Where to go? Oh, wait. Oh, so the shard can end up here. Oh. Yeah, I recognize the stairwell. Or the staircase, not the stairwell. Okay, high energy lab down there. And my scout's down that way, but how the hell? How am I supposed to get to it? What's this? Stepping Stone Cave. Okay. And now it's down there. And this is where you go to find the entrance to the anglerfish fossil. Is it? Ah. Hmm. What's this way? That is... Wait, where is this leading? Oh! Wait, what's this? Oh. It's just a residence spot. So then how the fuck do I make it to my scout? It's really far below me, so... Hmm. All right. That lake bed cave situation is really not helping me here. See, because here's the thing about this place, is that quantum shard's going to 4 different spots, but the issue is... The issue with the spots in question is that I know where 2 of them are. I know how to get to 2 of them, but the other 2 I don't. So how am I supposed to get over to them? Alright, first let's get some oxygen. Give the place a little light. That's the high energy lab, but that's now getting covered in sand. Stepping Stone District. Anglerfish Overlook. Ice Shrine. Yeah, wherever those end up, I have no idea where they go. So whatever the route is that I'm supposed to be looking for that gets me, like, through there, or, like, to where the shard ends up, I have no idea. I think I have to wait till next run. I think what I have to do is probably something really stupid, which is to go as close to the core of Ember Twin as possible and find a cave down after I plant my scout. I think that's my only solution here. Because going to Lakebed Cave itself doesn't do anything. Going to here to attempt to find where the shards end up doesn't do anything. So, yeah, I'm kind of up shit creek on this one. And this was the Eye Shrine District. And of course, you make it over here. This is all just about the Eye of the Universe and tracking the signal for it, which I already found. And I even have the coordinates for the Eye of the Universe. It's just, so far I'm just connecting more dots, trying to figure out what all is left in regards to getting to it. So yeah, as you can no doubt see, I am a tad confuzzled about this. Wait. Is it like all Yeah, it is. It's all cacti. I was thinking, like, maybe there's a route down there that I didn't explore, but no. It's about as explored as you can get. I've gotten a lot of stuff on the map here. Like, literally most of what... Literally the major things that I need to figure out is, like... if it's possible to get near the vessel without getting swallowed. If... I need to go back to my ship to double check my notes. I know it's possible to go into the interloper because I found it. I found the interloper. Like, I found a way to get onto the interloper. The issue with it is trying to... The issue with the interloper is I'm trying to also figure out how to best get into the core of it without dying, because that planet is basically just like ghost matter like all over. Like, there is no comfortable way to navigate that interior without dying or having to do a perfect run on a sonic ice level or some shit. And now, the interloper is very far, so there's no chance I can get on it now anyway. So the only things left is the Ash Twins project, which is what sent the signal out to this place to the Eye of the Universe in the first place. So I'm gonna take a look here. Make sure that my ship is nowhere near the sand. Okay, we are good. Now, I remember something about a protective layer, and it turns out that protective layer is probably guarding something that I haven't figured out yet. I don't know where it even is. So protective layer on Ash Twin. Are there any clues regarding the... Let me check again. High Energy Lab, Statue Island, Know My Mines. From the site to craft a protective shell designed to physically seal off the central chamber inside Ash Twin. Once the shell was finished, the Nomai checked to ensure there were no longer any physical entrances or cracks. I see. I see now. No physical entrances, but this is basically the hub world of teleporting via mini black holes. So the only thing is that I just gotta make sure I'm on the right teleporter, if I'm in the correct position about this. And if I'm right about this, this is where the signal was sent out, and I likely have to plug those coordinates in. The only problem is that I'm standing on here and nothing's fucking happening. So yeah. That's my brain. That's been my brain all day, Combo. It's just been so... That's just what it's been. It's what it's been. You know, nothing new on that one. Yeah. But yeah, there's been some platform news and not even just on Twitch. It's also been a thing like for things like Crunchyroll that have happened, and wow, it is insane how like just I'm absolutely baffled at the stuff that's happened. No, just the fact on a fucking Tuesday to Wednesday. What happened was, so you all know the anime Mob Psycho 100, right? You ought to. It's a phenomenal show. One of the most well-animated shonens, on top of being one that has some of the best character writing you can ever see in a shonen series. It's a phenomenal anime and manga, and I recommend it highly. But your jimmies have been rustled? Yeah. But, and here's the thing that's fucked up, the dub voice actor for Mob, the main character, came out regarding him no longer voicing Mob on the show. And the big reason why is because Crunchyroll is refusing to meet with the union leaders or union people regarding him getting proper compensation of pay. Like, it's not even like it's not even just like, oh, they just straight up, I don't know what the full situation is, but the big thing about it is Crunchyroll and by extension Funimation have been not wanting to meet with unions at all regarding voice actor pay and compensations. At all. Just like absolutely refusing to. And that's just been an interesting thing because it's brought to light how little voice actors in anime have been paid. Because, and some would probably argue, well, anime's still niche, you know, it's still work that you're getting. And it's like, yeah, that's true, except anime's not that niche anymore. It's an industry that other places are actively participating in. And as an industry, there ought to at least be some standards about how the talent is treated all across the board. But a voice actor being let go from their role just because they're asking to have a full unionized contract regarding that is absolutely ridiculous. And there has been something of a call to action where other voice actors are saying, like, listen, if you're a voice actor and you get the opportunity or you get asked about auditioning for Mob, don't do it. Make them realize they fucked up. Like, make it so that they don't give them any choice in the matter. So that's something I'm wholeheartedly supporting, is that the actor for Mob get their due compensation so that they can voice Mob and still be able to have a living life, you know, a living wage even. Oh man, that's just, so that on top of everything else that's been going on is just like, oh, fuck, just been a lot. AI generated voice actor. Oh no. Don't plant ideas out there, combo. That's terrible. Jesus Christ. Friends visiting from Hanging City, we are planning the Ash Twin project at the High Energy Lab on Ember Twin's equator. I became lost on Ember Twin, and my gratitude that Raimi found me, but the High Energy Lab is the building with the largest solar panels. I'm surprised I didn't see it. I imagine our otherwise immensely clever Konoi wouldn't lose his own head if it weren't anatomically impossible. Okay, so judging by the do I have to go to the High Energy Lab and like do something with this? Because it's clear to me now that I can't get into the protective shell, like physically. I can't. Let's take a look. How much of the sand is gone? Good amount of it, and the sun's getting really dim or bright. Got a question though. You hear the ripping tons. What genre of music do you imagine? Probably some version of rock. Maybe, most likely metal. Don't know if it'd be screamo or death metal, but it'd be one of the metals. How the fuck am I supposed to... Like, the first thing is, I don't know which of these it's gonna... Which of the twins it's gonna take me to. And second off... Like... I swear it sounds like a heavy metal band, but it's smooth jazz fusion. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, so, yeah, protective shell got forged, and now... And now I'm essentially looking for a way to get into the protective shell, but I don't know how. Well, I mean, the album's awesome, though. I'll be sure to check it out. What was it again? The Rippingtons. Okay. I'll make sure to check those out later. I'm always up for listening to some different music, because I like finding music that's just different. I think it's neat. Okay, so I'm on top of the tower. This doesn't do anything. And the sun's exploding soon. Yeah, do I head there like... Well, I can't enter the tower until most of the sand is gone anyway. So what the fuck am I supposed to do about this? Because it's evident to me that I'm supposed to teleport into it, because I can't get in there physically. So... how am I meant to... This is a pickle I'm in. Trying to figure this out. The album art is awesome too. Okay. Look at this smooth motherfucker band mascot. I'll check out that smooth art in a second. Just let me get burned up by the sun real quick. Whee! Alright, what do we got here? Oh my god. No prob. He kind of looks like, oh, he does look pretty cool. Interesting. Kind of gives me vibes of, what's a... kind of like... obviously... very 70s from that outfit. Kind of like if the blue meanie from Yellow Submarine was dressed as like a sleazy 70s person. Alright, so... I have the Ash Twin Project stuff I want... I think maybe I want to try and figure out the Ash Twin Project stuff, because... it's because of the signal sent by the Ash Twin Project that the probe even launched. And I was even able to find the coordinates to the Eye of the Universe. I have them. I have the means. I have the coordinates. I just don't have the means to get there. Ooh. So I think I need to go into the high energy lab and do something there. I don't know what, but I need to do something there. At the high energy lab. The energy. But yeah, that's a cool mascot to have for your band. Probably, definitely a lot more colorful and I wouldn't say doesn't lack person. It has a nice bit of personality to it, which is probably more than I can say for bands like Disturbed. And like I used to like Disturbed back in the day, but you gotta admit the mascot character for that band kind of looks like looks like someone's DeviantArt character got stolen. And if you've listened to Disturbed, or at least seen one of their music videos, you get what I'm talking about. Okay. So I just need to... Alright, just need to head to the bottom. There we are. Alright, this is where the high energy lab is. I don't know, maybe I need to replace the black hole cores. Oh shit. Damn it. This sand is so bad. It's the jazz style they've got. He reminds me of the cat from Courage. Was animated once in a music video. This is gonna sound heretical to some of my fellow early to mid 20-somethings, but I wasn't much of a Courage the Cowardly Dog watcher when I was a kid. I must remember I was a very easily frightened kid, so Courage the Cowardly Dog was for certain not for me. It did its job too well in my eyes, and I am full well admitting that. I think I have to wait until the sand rises to the cacti. But yeah, I just couldn't do it. Like, there are certain things that, like, that was meant for kids and not even to be that scary, but yet it scared me. Sensitive kid. The umbilical cord monster terrified me and had a nightmare to it. Well, I feel like Courage is also kind of a special case in regards to like childhood frights. Because let's face it, it's like, yeah, Courage the Cowardly Dog is a kid's show, but it's a kid's show that, you know, has some pretty disturbing looking stuff in it. Damn it. The sand. I hate sand. It's coarse and it gets everywhere. Fuck it. Just patch the suit. There we go. Yeah, I just couldn't handle Courage as a kid. I mean, you're talking to a kid that was so sensitive that during the beginning of Monsters Inc., he got too scared, and my parents had to walk me out of the theater. That's how sensitive I was when it came to frights. I'm better about it now, obviously, but yeah, it was not good. It was not a good good deal that I had. Okay. So now we've got this. That's where the ghost matter comes from. And I have a theory about the ghost matter and its origins, but I won't know for sure unless I land on the interloper. Alright. So I'm on the high energy lab. So, Brittle Hollow, very slight. Whitehall Station. Yeah, we've established the Whitehall Station stuff. The only thing that I'm trying to figure out with this is how am I supposed to figure out... Because the Ash Twin Project is what I'm supposed to be reaching out to next. Or at least what I want to look for. Okay, so that's to that. That takes power away from the city. Our experiment reproduced anomaly in departure times, sunless city. Yeah, nothing new there. And then there's something here. Did you catch any reference in the picture of boxes I posted on Twitter? I don't think so. I don't think I've seen that post yet. Most of the big undertakings, metaphorically and physically, to build it, we need a way to travel between Ash Twin. Okay. What if you used warp towers like the one at Whitehall Station? Each tower on Ash Twin will warp to a different planet. Okay. You can design each tower to reflect the destination. The giant steep tower, for instance, could resemble a cyclone. You can model Timber Hearth after a geyser mountain. It wouldn't have to do with anything regarding the, Okay, so that's Ember... Okay, so that's Ember Twin and that's Ash Twin. Okay. Then that's the Sun. That's Giant's Deep. That's Brittle Hollow, I think. And... Oh, no, that's Giant's Deep. That's Timber Hearth. That's Brittle Hollow. Alright, so now I know the difference. Creating a 22-minute interval. Yeah, we've pretty much established everything that was at that point. The only thing is that I'm just trying to figure out... You did, it was like the pick had a white light and brush and blush background, 2 boxes, and a keyboard in the middle. Oh, right! Yeah, are you planning on... Is that like a starting soon screen you want to make for yourself? Do you plan on streaming? Because if so, then you picked a definitely interesting time to want to do it, because... Oh, man. Ugh, God. I just... The whole shit surrounding the Twitch changes happening, the 70-30 for large streamers changing to 50-50, because, like, not something different? Okay. Because, frankly, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I've been feeling demoralized about my streaming, especially in light of these recent these recent blog posts and what other streamers have been saying regarding this stuff, and yeah, I'm not sure, man. Like, I like streaming and I want to keep it up, and you know, as I've mentioned, I'm on the cusp of being able to do some more stuff with it. But the problem is just they keep Twitch, and by extension other platforms, keep making these absolutely ass-backwards decisions about how to monetize people's content and streaming. Just absolutely stupid. Like, for those that don't know, Twitch recently announced something regarding the monetization of people's streams, as well as the distribution of ad revenue. For the larger streamers and the partnered streamers, the split was around 70-30. So all revenue gained by ads. And it doesn't work. What am I meant to do with this? I'm so confused. Anyway, so ad revenue. 70-30 split was for partners, 50-50 for affiliates, affiliates and smaller streamers, which, you know, is kind of horse shit. I mean, considering, especially since Twitch is owned by Amazon now, surely they could afford to allow more revenue for the smaller streamers, but whatever, you know, greedy company does what greedy company does, and that's just the way it be. But they recently announced that large streamers are now also going to get their ad revenue cut down to the 50-50 model alongside the affiliates, and that's gonna bite everybody in the ass. It's not happened yet, but it's gonna happen next year. I didn't know it was owned by Amazon. Yeah, that's why whenever you watch a streamer, like, that's what a Prime sub is that when somebody if somebody has an Amazon Prime account, they can subscribe to someone's channel using it, which is a nice resource. But the problem is that the Bezos bucks is that Bezos and his what's the nice way to put this? Bezos and his veritable cock-in-the-ass boardroom decided, what's a good way for us to keep making more money that we can take your favorite celebrities up to space with? Oh, I know. How about we cut the streamers who make Twitch what it is right now down to 50-50 and still essentially require you to have a shit ton of ads in the middle of your stream for your viewers to have to watch in order for you to even break even on anything. Isn't that a good idea? Just fucking... Ugh. But yeah, that's the deal. The whole process has just been horribly demoralizing to pretty much all streamers, because now streamers that are partnered, you know, the ones that are able to earn consistent money to a degree from Twitch, they're now kind of screwed next year, because most of their ad revenue is going to be going to Twitch itself as a company, not the streamer, and, you know, by extension also Amazon. A lot of things are kind of wacky right now. Let's go smoke some weed. Yeah. Yeah. Just... This music's perfect for my mood right now. Just feeling a little... I'm feeling a little bummed out, not gonna lie. I'm just trying to figure out this Ash Twin stuff. Because The Ash Twin project, like, there's a protective shell that I can't go through. That's that. And that essentially means the Ash Twin project is something I need to get to, something I need to get to on my own via, like, what I assume is a warp core, since that's what I'm finding at the high energy labs. So now what I have to do is find a means to get that working, but it's not going to work easily, because this game is loving to be obtuse, and it's fine on that regard, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little frustrated at trying to figure this out. But yeah, it's just been... the past, like, 2 days have been some of the fucking dumbest news and the wackiest horseshit imaginable. Insane. Just insane leaps that a company is taking to try and gain profit. And it is absolutely insane, because the excuse that's put out by Twitch's CEO, who made the blog post, said, "Oh, we're doing this so that we can better maintain our servers," when their servers are already fine. Like, are there some improvements that could be made to the servers? Sure, but not enough that requires you to take away 20% of your fucking partner streamers' revenue. So yeah, now a lot of streamers are jumping ship to YouTube because YouTube may have its issues. It's many, many, many fucking issues. But at the very least, it has a 70-30 split with ad revenue. And as far as I've heard, it's actually a pretty fair spot for streamers to go to. So yeah, if you're seeing this on YouTube, there's a chance that my next stream's gonna be on there, because, like, I have no other words other than this shit's fucking wacky. Free memory recorded is in a statue. Then on my plan to construct technology capable of producing a 22-minute negative time interval on Ash Twin. It's just... and the problem is, I mean, I shouldn't say problem. My situation is that I'm fairly flexible. I can swap to YouTube with no issues because I have no real commitments on the website. But except for my audience, you know, the audience I've gathered on Twitch. So there's that. But then the other issue is that if I swap to YouTube, I have to figure out the requirements that I have to make in order to have ad revenue on those streams for the potential of gaining money myself. And that in itself is a can of worms. Ever checked out any other platforms, or are you just doing YouTube because your vids are there? I'd think I'd probably just do YouTube because my vids are there. You know, I already upload the VODs on YouTube. No use trying to make things more complicated for myself by going onto a platform that may die within a month. Because that's what happens to outliers or changes, or that's what happens to different fucking video streaming services. Like, do you remember a website called vid.me? That was meant to be a YouTube alternative that would have been able to allow people to donate directly to the stream, to the content creator of their choice, right? And it also had, like, pretty fair rules as far as uploading videos went. So it sounded like this really nice solution for, you know, content creators who have trouble getting their foot in the door with that initial revenue push-in. So you're probably wondering, all right, well, what happened? They could not get shit in terms of viewership. Like, people, the problem with YouTube now is that you can't really competition doesn't exist in this video streaming field in any capacity. YouTube and Twitch have a monopoly on the streaming platforms because people, and it's not even just like that they buy out all the competition. The issue at hand is that people are so used to using Twitch and YouTube that any alternatives that crop up just are met with indifference, and they aren't given that proper support. So that's it. That's the major issue. Like, there would have been a chance that vid.me would have been a YouTube killer, to put it as politely as I could, but without the proper support of getting a large amount of people to watch and start donating so that VidMe could earn some revenue back into itself to keep itself supported, nah. Because it doesn't matter like how advertised other people say it is. You need like big people to come in to bring those revenues in. And I think I remember vid.me having some large YouTubers that were endorsing it as an alternate platform. I remember Jaden Animations had something on it, I think. Moist Critical even had a endorsement during a podcast episode, I think is how I first actually learned about it. So, yeah. Anyway, sun's exploding again, and I still can't figure out this protective layer. But yeah, it's just depressing because it's like a lot of people built their livelihoods up on this streaming stuff, and the issue with Twitch that others have put out. My man Charlie Chaplin made a video on VidMe. Yeah, well, not a video. It was a podcast that my buddy Hank, whom I've talked about before, he shared with me a podcast that Critical was on. And it was in that podcast that he endorsed that vid.me as heavily as he did, because it was a legitimate, because from the sounds of it, it was a legitimately good YouTube alternative. And from what I saw, it absolutely was. It was it looked to actually have some things that YouTube desperately needed in order for it to actually sustain itself as a platform. But the problem is, YouTube knows how big it is, and it's not worried. That's the problem. YouTube, like, it took so long for YouTube to actually recognize some competition that now when it's making the improvements that it is, have people decided, like, okay, now that YouTube have gotten their dicks out of their mouths, we can properly assess what we're doing here. Like, maybe YouTube's actually not gonna have some hot garbage now. So, yeah. Because, recently, YouTube actually gave an okay regarding forgetting my words. YouTube actually gave a bit of news today that they're going to be allowing copyright music for videos. I think that's it. I think there's a bit more detail in that regard, but let's just say TikTok really scared YouTube. They scared them into acting, and that's what needs to happen with a lot of these platforms. Scare them with the fucking notion that their money bank, that their piggy banks are gonna dry up. And once that's done, then you have some ground to stand on. finally get their dicks out of their mouths. Takes a lot of skill to put your head down, so they've got that going for them at least. Yeah, that's fair. They've removed a few ribs to really get that shoved down their throat, and now that it is shoved down their throat, they're just like, well, I'm gonna be comfortable, so you know what? I might as well just make myself comfortable here. Just so dumb. But yeah, that's at least the copyright music standpoint, which, granted, is a really big problem for... Or it was a really big problem for a lot of people that used YouTube, because if you're an artist and you're streaming art, you have to find some music that you know for certain is not going to get immediately copyright struck. So, yeah, having that there is definitely a wonderful incentive in their part. It's just, you know, there's still a lot of other things that YouTube needs to fix, but that was definitely one of them. Granted, Twitch also had its copyright music stuff be a lot more lenient, but again, that's where the whole notion of competition is able to, you know, work as well as it has. Competition is how companies are willing to improve each other, how they're willing to figure out the little ways that they can see better as a company. It's when a company monopolizes something that they become complacent and greedy and lazy, which are three things you never want a company to be. Because once they start getting complacent, lazy, and greedy, they start to make really stupid decisions that has them doing things like, oh, I don't know, taking the ad revenue away, or making the ad revenue harder to get. You know? It's... I mean, like, there's a reason why the monopoly business model is by extension banned, but this is a different breed of business, you know? There's no real guide on how to stop a monopoly of a video streaming service. I'm confident whoever makes that is going to probably have a target painted on their back that says save less, smile more. Is that the Amazon? Is that the Amazon slogan? I think that is. But yeah, I just shake my head each time, because it's just like, what? Like, the audience clearly is vocal about it and have been vocal about it and will stay vocal about it. So what the fuck is it? Spend less, smile more. Yeah, okay, so I was right. Okay. But yeah, that's... I'm just so sick of this shit. Like, I've been... Like, I'm not a large streamer. I mean, shit, I'm not even that much of a median streamer. I am about as small as a streamer as can get. And seeing this stuff pisses me off about as much as it would likely piss off any other streamer whose financial situation is jeopardized. Because this is a very jeopardizing situation. Let's not mince words here. Ugh. So yeah, I'm just in the camp of, like, we can try what we like. I'm gonna move my ship a little bit. There we go. But yeah, I'm just thinking that right now, the whole problem with all of this is just, when you wish it upon a star, expect a letter for cease and desist at your door. That's good. That's good. I like that. That's funny. That was a really nice one, Combo. And I still don't know anything about the hut. Okay, so we've got a number. Let's take a look at this map. We've gotten everything on this side. There's still the Quantum Moon stuff. And then there's the vessel, which I'm not going to touch. The Interloper, which I will touch, but I have to wait until the next loop. Ash Twin Project, which I'm trying to get through. And the Black Hole Forge, which I know I can't exactly figure out yet. But yeah, I'm... man. I just... try... I mean, really, it's like with the union news with Crunchyroll. It's like... These companies are clearly cupping their ears like 5-year-olds and going la 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 regarding the whole situation with what people are saying about them and the criticisms that are happening. And it's just still that classic adage of, how do you get a company to listen to you? You attack their fucking revenue. Their wallets are their weak point. Hey, Marmota. Hey, you came into an interesting topic. I was just, I'm waiting for the sand on this planet to decline a bit. And I was just talking about the recent announcement that Twitch made regarding ad revenue stuff. And how it just depresses me. It just depresses me. I was at school getting ready to do homework when I saw the news, and then I just felt this, like, I felt the issue, not the issue. I felt the parental feeling of just disappointment. Absolute severe disappointment across all fronts. What news? The news that large streamers, so think your Vine Sauces, your Germas, your Moist Criticals, you know those guys, those super huge streamers that routinely, can I please slow down? Those large streamers that routinely get upwards of about, like, tens of thousands of views on their channel. Yeah, streamers of that caliber are going to be only earning 50% of the ad revenue that they get on their channels. And Twitch is going to be pocketing the other 50%. It used to be 70% to 30%, but that's not happening anymore. And now, and nothing is being done to help smaller streamers still, because people that reach affiliate status, which I'm relatively close to, are still going to ever only earn 50% of revenue. Is it about gambling? No. This was about the gambling thing has been settled, you know? The gambling thing has been taken care of, but the thing is, and this is the fucked up thing, the gambling situation was literally settled the day before they announced this ad revenue change. That's because that's the way a company tries to do a good news, bad news situation. Take care of one aspect of your platform that people are finding extreme issues with, and then turn around later and decide, hey, now we're going to deliver some news that will make people actually hate us. Just fucking hell, man. You didn't know that? Well, there you go. Now everybody is going to be swapping to different platforms or finding alternatives to Twitch because of how overtly greedy this is. Like, I'm not going to harp on it too much because, frankly, thinking about it still gives me a headache, but just know that there, for future streams, I'm actually going to be attempting to do YouTube as a streaming platform. Like, I think my next stream might actually be on YouTube, because I know I'm not, like, if I'm teetering on the edge of being able to earn revenue, if on the edge of being able to earn revenue on this platform, I'm nowhere near that number in YouTube terms. But the other reason why I would much rather go to YouTube over Twitch right now is because YouTube is better for discoverability. You know, that thing when you go on stream, you go on like Twitch's homepage or something, and you occasionally see like a streamer that's not one of the ones that has up to 10,000 viewers or more. It's like, oh, that's discoverability. You discovered that. That streamer that's playing a game that's not as well known that you like. YouTube's better about that with the live streaming than Twitch is. By a fucking mile. Granted, all content creation and live internet job stuff is luck-based. Like, it's either luck-based or you have to know a person that will shout you out no matter what. Networking, in other words. Yeah, I think the Ash Twin Project thing has to be put on hold. I have no idea what to do about that. So, I'm gonna take stock of what else I can do. Yep, Amazon. Yeah, just... God. Fuck Amazon with that shit, man. Let's try for the Black Hole Forge. See if we can get that. Because I have no idea how I'm meant to get into the Ash Twin Project. At all. Is the interloper coming back to the sun? I think the game might have helped me make my decision for me. Yeah, it's... I just... Like, at this point, I've come to the realization that, you know, no matter the platform, you know, you're not going to get as good of a deal as you want. So, at the very least, you might as well get a deal that's not going to screw you over as badly as what Twitch and Amazon have been doing. It's not going near the sun, is it? But yeah, it's just, I'm... like, so much bad news just happens on like a weekly basis when you hear about it on the internet, and it's just like, the best you can do is just shrug and be like, what can you do? Is it not going near the sun? Nothing's gonna work with the White Hole Station, because I already found everything there is on that. Oh. Never mind, it's not gonna go anywhere near the sun. Yeah, if I'm gonna go on this thing, and then it has to be, like, right at the start of a loop. Yeah, I'm just... At this point, I'm just so done. I think that's just the nail in the coffin that may cause people to migrate over to other platforms. And once that migration happens, that's gonna kill Twitch to some extent. That's gonna kill Twitch's content creation deal. That's why I put some clown paste on my CPU when building my computer so it would only process the silly shit on the internet. Oh, if only it were ever that easy. If only putting clown paraphernalia on my phone would ever make me stop doom scrolling on Twitter. But I can't help myself. One, I'm kind of addicted to Twitter. And two, Twitter is really the best, worst website. It really is. Just in existence, it is the best. Where can I find you if you leave Twitch? My YouTube channel ought to be in my abouts. So if you're wanting to find me on YouTube, I'll actually post my link to my YouTube so that you guys can see me there. In a second, I'm just gonna land my ship. All right, give me a moment. But yeah, I already have uploaded all of my VODs onto, well, thank you for the sub, Marmota. That's really, really helpful. But yeah, if you're looking to see when I go live next, it's gonna have to likely be here. Because I usually upload my VODs on YouTube after I'm done with them anyway, so at the very least it's not going to be anything different. It just means that it's going to be on YouTube instead of Twitch. That's really the only difference. It's mostly art and memes, yeah. I just... Yeah. Like, there really is nothing else that can be said about it, you know? It's just a shitty situation on all fronts. Just, well, probably not for the greedy Amazon, but it's gonna be a shitty situation for those that have relied on Twitch for a good side bit of revenue. And now, you know, it's yeah. And now, people are swapping to YouTube, which I must say, YouTube has its problems, you know, it's not perfect either. But at the very least, you know, it's got some better notions about splitting its ad revenue properly. I'm gonna try something really stupid here. Is there not one of those gravity wells? What the fuck? I think I have to wait for this to get broken off and thrown into the white hole. Or into the black hole, rather. Because, wait, if it's upside down, then how the hell did No Mind navigate this? What? caught on something. How the fuck am I supposed to get up there? Can't land my ship on that. Alright, what have you been seeing? Oh yeah, I've seen that. Well, I've seen bits of that. I saw a little bit of that before I went on stream. But yeah, sometimes you just accept that companies just do stupid shit for profit. I mean, what do you think NFTs and AI art has been doing, you know? Like, it's just been nothing but terrible business decision after terrible business decision for the past 3, well, probably more than 3, but past however many goddamn years it's been, you know? How the hell am I supposed to get onto that? Oh, my ship's caught. Yeah, I've got nothing on this. Whee! Alright. Well, I'm gonna attempt the interloper. But yeah, I've just been... It's one of those situations where it's just demoralizing, really. That's all I can say. It's just been demoralizing. There's a family group chat my mom added me to, and I barely... My sis sprained her ankle today. She's doing alright. Have the urge to just send the message, get well soon, with a pic of Saul Goodman blank face. You know what? Do it. Do it for the lulz. Just see what happens. But yeah, I've just been in this fugue state, I guess, of just being like unsure about my future on this platform, and probably even YouTube if I went on it. I mean, I'm still gonna give it a go. I'm pretty in deep at this. I've been streaming for over 4 years now, but it's hard to not feel discouraged about this stuff. It really is. And where the fuck is the interloper? Hold on, I'm turned around. Let's match velocity with the sun. Interloper is over past the sun. Okay. But yeah, I just have no words other than just ugh. Just ugh. That's it. That's all I've got. It's like I'm like SpongeBob taking care of that baby clam. Ugh. That's just it. It's just uggs. That's all I feel. That's all I'm feeling about this. Because I can't say that I wouldn't expect them to do shit like this, but one could always hope that at the very least, you know, they could be better about it. No. Much like how I could have been better about landing there. God damn it. I went too fast. I'm not going anywhere near Dark Bramble. Quantum Moon, I still haven't figured even out what the hell that thing's deal is. Trying to land on this comet. Shit. Well, that was bound to happen. But ice is melting. Need to go in there now? Yeah. Okay, sweet. Okay. Made it in. Now. Ghost matter. That's the entrance I just came from. It's my ship. Yep, there it goes. It's gonna fly off into the distance somewhere, so I'm stuck here. So how the fuck? So I have a theory about this comet. Comet. My theory is that the core of this is all ghost matter. What's ghost matter? This stuff. It kills you really quickly if you go near it. So, what I'm theorizing is that this comet has a core entirely made of ghost matter. There were three nomai that landed on the comet, and 2 of them found this fissure that I just went down and didn't come back. So what I'm operating under the assumption of is that the weird energy signal that's meant to be at the core of this, they found it, and it might have been ghost matter, and they got killed by it. So that's what I'm assuming here. So I'm gonna attempt to do this. Gonna go slowly. Okay. Whoa, what the fuck? I might have been correct. That... Oh, okay, I have no idea what that is. I mean, I can always restart the time loop. Where is my ship? Is it gone? Oh yeah, it's gone. It is way gone by now. It's not even on the map. It's not even on my reader. Okay, there's something down there. What is that? There's a green thing there. What is that? Looks like I don't know what that is. Okay, well, there's a lot of ghost matter. From the looks of it, there's like a protective barrier of some kind. Yeah. Is there one of these pockets that's essentially meant to be... Hi, never seen anything of this game and it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool, I'd say, Jaden. Okay, so... What this game's really about is that you're a new astronaut who is tasked with exploring your solar system's planets and acting as something of a researcher on finding out about an alien species that had since is just no longer inhabiting the planets. And you're like, okay, what was their culture like? Why did they leave? Did they come here from a different star system, or did they evolve from here before? And you're tasked with going out and finding that information out. Okay, good. But two interesting things keep happening. One, the sun starts going supernova at a very fast rate. So like right now the sun's orange, but after some time passes, it's gonna go into a red giant and then go supernova. And then after that happens, obviously everything in the star system gets taken up by the supernova, and everything gets burnt up, as it does. But then you come back to life and you realize, oh, I'm caught in a time loop. So you're tasked with finding out what happened to these people that previously inhabited your star system, find out why the sun's going supernova, and find out why you're in a time loop. So that's how the game starts out for you. So far I'd say this game's really good, except for like a couple things that kind of irk me. And it, as Combo said, the game's also spooky at points. Like, for instance, right now what I'm doing is I am in the middle of a comet. And this comet is covered in this crystalline matter that pretty much does that. That crystalline material, I guess I contacted it. It does that. It kills you super fast. It's like white phosphorus as a crystal. Yeah, it's pretty spooky. Oh, you don't know spooky yet, Jaden. If you think that's spooky, let me bring up my map once I get on my ship, and I'll show you what I'm talking about spooky. And each of these planets is fully explorable. Granted, they're not very large, but, take what you can. You haven't seen the skeletons yet? Oh, no. I was talking about Dark Bramble. So, Dark Bramble is essentially this parasitic type of bramble patch that attaches to planets and breaks them apart from the inside. And you can go into the bramble itself, and inside of each bramble seed or little pocket of these bramble patches is a small dimension that you go through, and it essentially infinitely loops onto itself as these pocket dimensions just keep spreading around. And inside of them, they're all hazy, you have low visibility, there's no gravity, so all the best you can do to navigate them is just drift and hope you don't bump into anything, which is already tough enough as is. But they also added anglerfish. So you're probably thinking, anglerfish? What do you mean? You ever seen Finding Nemo? Imagine that lanternfish that Dory and Marlin encountered, except the size of a house. That's what you have to navigate around when you go into Dark Bramble. It scared the shit out of me seeing one of those things. It's very not cool. No, that's a dead one, and there's plenty of live ones in the game. I encountered them, and they are very scary. And there are some things left over in the, he screamed. Show him the clip, Combo. Show him the clip. Show him the clip. Show them the clip. And there is one little seed of knowledge I need to learn from Dark Bramble, but I don't want to go back there again. And the thing is that I went there, like, multiple times. One, to encounter a fellow astronaut who had gotten lost in there after navigating a bunch of anglerfish. And two, to find this thing that this previous alien species came to this planet, or this star system in, called the Vessel. The Vessel acting as this interesting point of, like, let's learn more about this alien species this way. Only that it is caught in a pocket dimension that is filled with, like, I think 4 or 5 of those anglerfish in one space, to the degree that they are basically hoarding the entrances like a spawn killer in a Call of Duty match. I can't get in there at all. So, yeah, basically, it's a, this game is majestic in some ways, but it can definitely scare the piss out of you. The view right now is terrifying to me. The view in the clip, or the view on the planet? Because I'd concur. You know, space can be scary. It can be majestic, but you don't know what the fuck's out there. Alright. Where was the entrance? It was here. Yeah, I chickened out of it. Like, I just had this moment of thinking, like, okay, so for the context of that, I had just read a message that said, hey, we're going to leave lights in the event that people find our distress beacon so that they can come find us. And I'm like, okay, follow the lights. I followed the wrong light. I followed the wrong light. I followed the very wrong light, and I proceeded to bitch out. I proceeded to peace out like the little bitch I am. I'll admit it. I'm a proud bitch. I'm a proud bitch that gets scared easily sometimes. Speaking of big fish, I bought Subnautica in 2018. I still yet to beat it. I have thought about getting Subnautica 2. I feel like it would at the very least be a bit I feel like maybe it'd be a good complement to this game if I started streaming it. But I just haven't, you know, I haven't the ability to get many games at this moment. But if I do, Subnautica will be on the list. Man. But yeah, regarding the planets that I'm on, one of them, the one I'm on right now, are called the Hourglass Twins. What I'm on right now is the Ember Twin, and that's the Ash Twin. The Ash Twin pours sand into Ember Twin, which then also can get poured back into Ash Twin after time because their gravitational pulls are so much closer to each other. So that is what that is about. So that's just one of the planets. You know, that's one of the planets that has a pretty interesting thing about it, and all the planets have it to some extent. This one, Giant's Deep, is a planet entirely made of water, with a series of cyclones that go around and takes rocks that the gravity of the planet had taken in and lobs them up to the atmosphere, only for them to sink back down. That's actually pretty cool that you can explore a lot of planets. Yeah, you've got 4 planets, a 5th one, but that's where Dark Bramble sits now, a station over here that's covered by a white hole, and a comet that you just saw me go into and proceed to get evaporated on. You've also got a moon in your home planet, as well as a station that circles the sun, but that station is a little dangerous to go to because it circles the sun. Alright, I'm just waiting for the sand to fill up here. But yeah, there's some, there are multiple ticking clock elements besides the supernova. I keep wanting to call it a solar nova when I know that's not it. It's not what it's called. That's not what it's called. It's not called a solar nova, although that would be cool. If not that, then maybe serve as like an alternate costume form to the Marvel superhero Nova. Dang, your oxygen is getting quite low. No worries, I'll be heading to a place with trees in a moment. Where is it? Where's that entrance? Wait. Oh, god damn it, I went in the wrong direction. I took a wrong turn somewhere, I think. Yep, I did. Oops. But yeah, you have to manage your fuel and manage your oxygen, as well as make sure your suit's in good condition. There are a lot of moving parts that you have to keep track of here. There we are. There, see? Just being near trees does that. Save the trees, people. But yeah, I had a theory regarding how ghost matter got onto these planets, and what I think is the comet froze the matter that the ghost matter is made from, and since a comet's all ice, it just had been preserved there for however many years, and then every time it gets close to a sun, or even this sun, the ghost matter ice essentially melts, flies off from the comet, goes on to all the other planets, and then crystallizes again. So every one of these planets has ghost matter on it. I still don't know that subsurface energy reading. But yeah, now I'm kind of caught in a... I've kind of hit a wall regarding progress right now. Like, I made a really big breakthrough over the last few streams regarding information I'd found, but I'm kind of stuck now with info. Is this game supposed to be spooky? That's the power of atmosphere. That is the power of atmosphere. You don't necessarily need to have jump scares or creepy imagery to be scary. The most you can do is just make sure the sound design's good, the environments are good, and if you basically give a recourse to your player of restricting their capabilities, whether that's fighting, visuals, auditory, like if you reduce something and then just leave them stranded, that will be enough for them to get scared. You've seen the clip. Dark Bramble's really hard to see through. So when your only source of direction is lights from things that kill you, and you don't have control over your own movement or your own eyesight, that alone can be unnerving. So, yeah. That's the deal about that. But yeah, at this time I'm trying to figure something out here regarding my last breakthrough. So you probably saw it, but every time the main character wakes up, you see this probe cannon explode, and it sends out a probe. That's what it's doing. It's sending out a probe to find something, and this something is what the previous inhabitants of this solar system spent so long looking for. They came here because they found something called the Eye of the Universe, which, according to their data, is something that's supposedly older than the universe itself. So they came here, their ship got destroyed, they ended up marooned on different planets, and they realized, okay, we need to survive. They survived, and now they're like, okay, we can now build for ourselves the means to get to the Eye of the Universe. So they built this. So after a lot of trial and error and a lot of experimenting, they got this probe cannon, and they were able to launch a probe to the coordinates they found for the Eye of the Universe. And I have those coordinates, but I don't know how to input them or how to get to it, because I assume I'm supposed to find the Eye of the Universe myself. That lore, though? Yeah, it's a lot of lore. It's a lot of lore. It's all of these bits add some bits of lore to the world around you. Like, they found a way to make a city hang upside down from a planet's crust that is being bombarded by a volcanic moon. There's a core to a planet that's just a ball of electricity surrounding coral that you have to use a jellyfish to get into. There's Dark Bramble, which I mentioned, and then there's this thing, the Quantum Moon. This is apparently a phantom moon that disappears and reappears at different planets as soon as you blink. As soon as a quantum object, like, alright, pseudoscience stuff. Quantum, in the context of this game, is a pseudoscience of if an object is not perceived, it moves. Kind of like a weeping angel from Doctor Who. And there's a whole moon made out of this stuff, and that's one of the big question marks that I've been trying to do. And to answer your question about how many planets you can explore, I guess technically 5, but I'd say more 4 because these two kind of count as their own one body. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, not 5 anymore, a station, and a comet. And then there's this moon, which I haven't been able to find. I haven't been able to get to it. Like, I can find it, you know? It just hovers around one of the planets, like over there. There it is, right there. The issue is, once I try to land on it, it's gone, because it's surrounded by a haziness that causes it to be not perceived after a while. So, yeah, you get some You get some planets to explore and some time to soak them in, learn about their inner workings, how the Nomai, the alien race, figured out how to live on these things. But it doesn't last long, because sun gets different coloration, and then, yeah, just explodes after a while. So I'm just kind of... So these 4 big question marks I have just been sitting on for a while, trying to figure out what to do about them. Because there is also this. But I'm doubting... But yeah, see? There's the quantum moon right there. I have no idea how to get to it, but it's right there. Like, it's just hazy. I can't see into it, and it's amazing. It's pretty good that it's pretty cool they managed to figure out how to make something this fascinating. Please don't go into the sun. Oh shit! Yeah, that's the other thing. You gotta be aware of the other planets' gravity. And even the sun's. Don't trust your autopilot in this game, people. It will go against you. Anyway, yeah, I'm just kind of, scratching my head figuring things out. I feel like I'm on the end of this, but it's like trying to untangle a really long fishing reel. Like, I can't figure out this last knot here. The view is so scary to me, bro. Just empty space. Yeah. Like, no real point of reference about which direction you're going. No prospect on figuring out, like, how to get to where or things along those lines. You're just kind of left floating. But yeah, that's the volcanic moon that I just mentioned. And yeah. What happens with this planet is that big old lava loogies get dropped onto this planet only for the crust to fall into its black hole core. So, yeah. Where should I land? That's where all that stuff is. Black hole forge is around somewhere. That's the Quantum Tower of Knowledge. It's more so the fact that it's just empty and you never know what's out there. Yeah. Yeah, that is definitely the aspect. Hanging cities below, and I can't fucking float below. Alright. So, now I'm on Brittle Hollow, which, you know, is brittle. And it's hollow. Appropriate name. Alright. One of the question marks that's left is the Black Hole Forge, which this thing apparently is. So I need to figure out a way to get over to that thing. but I don't know how. This is a toughie. This game is on one hand an adventure game for certain, but it's also very much I'd say puzzle focused. It is a very, you got to figure out a lot of solutions regarding the clues you learn in your journal entries, and I will admit I am stumped on a lot of them, like 100%. I am not gonna lie to you guys about that. There are moments in this game that make me just scratch my head like Columbo and be like, ah, gee, I can't seem to figure it out. I'm gonna try and attempt it again. Or maybe... let's reposition my ship a little bit. But yeah, I've tried my best to not look up any guides with the solutions here, because I feel like that would be cheating on my part if I did that, and I don't want to do that to spoil the experience for myself. But I will admit it is getting a tad irksome to be just caught in circles like this trying to figure out what the solution is. Because for all I know, it could be staring me in the face, but I have no idea. Like, the Ash Twin Project thing is probably one of my best avenues I can go down. The vessel, I know the solution to get through, but I don't want to fucking do it. And the fucking Quantum Moon stuff, I wouldn't mind doing, but I don't know how to land on it. And then there's the... oh, come on, please fit through. Maybe get to it very quickly? No, it's not a matter of getting to it fast. It's a matter of trying to get to it without it disappearing on me. That's the issue at hand. And my ship is stuck. Like, that's the real issue here, is that I can't make it onto the Quantum Moon, because when I reach into its hazy atmosphere, it vanishes, because quantum objects, you lose sight of them once you don't perceive them anymore. Nice place to park a ship. Yeah, that was not a smart move by me. I'll admit that wasn't. Yeah, I'm just trying to get to this forge because it's just been. I don't know how else to do it. And there's oxygen up there, so at the very least I can breathe. It's just trying to get to the goddamn forge that's really getting me. Like, I don't think I can enter the forge. It's just a matter of getting onto this platform up here so I can learn some stuff. But this pathway's broken. I'd be terrible at that new Monkey Island game that came out if this is how I am with puzzles. I'm gonna run out of fuel at this point. I'm very confused as well. Yeah, it's definitely a pickle to be in. This is definitely a problem. Oh, I am stuck. Oh dear. No, nope, nothing. Can't do shit. Alright, how's the sun? Okay, it's getting red. I think it's actually gonna explode soon. Never mind, it's still stuck. Yeah, it's like, it is wedged in there. There's no easy way to get that out. And you know what? I probably wouldn't even be able to walk on the ceiling anyway if I got up there. At least I don't think I could. Because the reason why I'm able to walk on the walls like this is because it's charged with a gravitational pull crystal of some kind. So, I don't see a gravitational pull crystal charge on the floor up there. Maybe you could ride the thing up to the roof. If I could find the entrance to it, then maybe, but... I don't know. This is just a very interesting predicament. Because let's take a real look up here. Because I'm not seeing... And my scout's not a good example of like, well, yes, sure you can stick it, because the scout's able to stick onto anything, no matter the surface. So, yeah. Maybe that... Wait. Actually, Jaden, you may be onto something there, because I see... an entrance once the Black Hole Forge reaches up there. That's a noise I hear. That noise is the supernova. That noise is the supernova. Granting, you don't like, there are more things you can get killed by other than a supernova, but that's just usually the common one if you spend enough time trying to figure out what you're doing. But yeah, a statue near the beginning of the game observed you, it gave you a vibe check, and gave you the ability to be in a time loop. So each time you die, your memories are recorded, and thus, you know, the time loop happens. So that mask that you see at the start of each... that was close. That mask you see at the start of each run, or at the end of each loop, that's the statue recording the memories that I have. Also, that was That probe was really close this time. But yeah, I think maybe you're onto something, Jaden, regarding the Black Hole Forge. Maybe enter it while it's on the lowest floor. Could be wrong, and there's a chance I may end up just hurtling through the white hole, through the black hole. But who knows? Who knows? There we are. But yeah, this game, this game received a lot of praise after its release. It's compared to a lot of some of the best games out there in regards to recent ones that really explore the prospect of narratives in gaming. And I mean, so far I'm liking it, but I'm not exactly having that kind of revelatory experience with it yet. I like the lore build. I like the world building that's done as you're doing your exploring. That's fascinating to me. But regarding everything else, I'm just kind of feeling like, all right, you know, like I'm not really. Maybe it's because I haven't exactly reached the pivotal point that I did, that others probably felt at yet, but it just, you know, I'm just liking it so far. That's really it. Because, like, it's fascinating to see, like, why the Nomai came here, what their purpose was, how they were as a people. They're, you know, as the name implies, they were a very nomadic people that just went out and gathered knowledge and then traded knowledge when their people would meet up with each other. The game definitely looks like something you gotta put a little time into. Yeah, and I don't mind that. I don't mind that, but I just wish I could have some better clues as to what I'm meant to do for certain things. Like what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to get to the Black Hole Forge district and get into the Black Hole Forge itself, so that way I can figure out more about the Ash Twin project, because that's what all that was serving, you know? That's the purpose that this place was serving. So here I am trying to figure this out. No, no. I can't hop on it while it's down there. The entrance that would open up for it is closed. There's no way. Okay. I'm gonna try something really stupid. But yeah, I definitely don't mind the prospect of having to spend time to figure out all these puzzles. That's something that you just accept with any puzzle game. It's what I accepted when I played Portal back on the PS3, and it's what I'm accepting now. But I just feel like I'm not really seeing any through line to figuring out what the solution is here. You know what I mean? Like, the game's not really throwing me any kind of bones here. Is my ship stuck now? No, it's not wedged. Damn it, I'm trying to wedge you, ship. Ship, why won't you get wedged? Oh my god, what? What is happening? Huh? Oh, wait. Oh, it is charged. Well, I think I'm stuck. Okay. There. If I could just get to the entrance. Yes! Oh, finally! Yes! All right, sleep well, Jaden. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you. I know this was not the intended solution. I know this wasn't. I just basically brute forced this solution, but I don't give a shit. I did it. I finally made it, and I can make a breakthrough to some extent with this stupid forge. Oh. My God. Oh, how the fuck was I even supposed to get up? I'm gonna bet you that once I've made this. Wait. It probably has something to do with those warp cores, huh? Because now that takes me to the warp core. That takes me to the warp station, and then there would have been a gravity well that took me down here, except it's broken. So I don't even know how... I don't know how else I was supposed to get up here. Black hole forge. Yes. I made it. I finally made it. And yeah, there's the titular black hole. Do I have any projection stones? No? Cool. Lovely. Thank you. Alright. Here we have the Black Hole Forge. It's a bunch of dead Nomai and a statue. Alright. Where am I taking this first black hole core? And why am I taking the remaining cores once... And where am I taking the remaining cores once they're ready? All the warp towers are being constructed on Ash Twin, so the black hole cores will go there. My gratitude. In that case, Poke, Clary, I'm leaving for delivery. I'll send Yarrow your regards. Poke, I'll return to the forge shortly. I'm going to catch up to Root and help deliver the first core to Ash Twin, just to make sure Yarrow receives it. Of course you are. The white hole cores are for the warp receivers. Each of the 6 receivers are being constructed at different locations, so those deliveries will be a greater pain in your cervical spine. The tower design in the high energy lab on the Ember Twin reveal each receiver's location. Ask Yarrow if he is familiar with them. Okay. Of note, Yarrow believes he spotted a flaw in the warp tower's design, namely that one of the warp towers on Ash Twin will never activate because its warp receiver will never align overhead. Does your romantic interest think a warp tower's alignment point is its receiver? Does he not know that warp towers That a warp tower always aligns with the center of its corresponding astral body? That isn't an unreasonable belief, given the receiver does have to be located on, or in close orbit around, the relevant astral body. No, Yarrow understands the distinction. He likely doesn't realize the Hourglass twins are so close together they function as a single astral body, with a shared alignment point in between them. I seem to recall that was your understanding of warp technology at first. So what is that supposed to mean? Does that mean that the warp cores for the Ash twins, the Hourglass twins, essentially work in conjunction with each other? That has to be it. I think. All right. I still need to read this. Regarding the warp towers on Ash Twin, does each tower have to be perfectly aligned with the center of the astral body to which it's tuned? I enjoy precision as much as the next Nomai, but if, for example, a tower's base were to shift even slightly, that tower might no longer align with an astral body, or with its astral body. More accurately, I enjoy precision as much as the next Nomai, provided the next Nomai is not Poke. We don't need the alignment angle to be exact. It only needs to be within 5 degrees of the astral body's center. Of note, this gives us a slightly longer warp window. I imagine this window will last roughly several seconds. As such, any Nomai stepping onto the warp platform during the active window will be immediately warped. We will need to be careful around the platform for the duration of the time. It's active to avoid accidental transportation. Okay. So by the sounds of it, like, the astral bodies... Sounds like the warp core for the astral twins are just kind of in a perpetually weird angle with each other. I'm gonna check this projection stone. This might take me inside of the Ash Twin project. What have we got here? I have good news, Yarrow. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed in the central chamber of Ash Twin. I'm intrigued, love. Everyone here working on the Ash Twin project is excited to see it. Pi is beside herself with joy. No, it isn't. It is. Is everything well at the forge? The core's durability could still be improved. I need more time. Ignore Yarrow. The core is finished. And if my sister tells you otherwise, then she will be finished as well. Don't worry, love. Poke is only nervous. The core is extraordinary, and her design work is beautifully clever. Okay. Yep. The council is still judging my post as indeed very cringe. So there's 1, 2, 3. So I know 2 of these... 2 of those are for me and the other Hearthian that got into a projection stone. That got into the statue's time loop. So I don't know who the third person is, but I imagine it's the person that has been launching the probe each time loop. Alright, so this leads to exiting. Well, now that I'm stuck, I can't do anything here, because my ship's stuck. I got too antsy and made my ship stuck. You know what? Better ending, if anything. Might as well let that be it. I was attempting to get back into my ship, but... Look, I'm happy I even got that information in the first place. I do like that your character's, like, gasps for air change depending on how they died. Sun's going supernova. Alright. Alright, so let's read up on the Black Hole Forge. I can finally see the details regarding it. And now I at least have some clearer insight, I guess, on the Hourglass Twins and why I have been trouble warping. Yeah. Okay. An advanced warp core was approved for installation in the central chamber of Ash Twin. A warp tower's alignment point is not its warp receiver, rather a warp tower always aligns with the center of its corresponding astral body. The warp receiver must be located on or in close orbit around the relevant astral body. The Hourglass Twins are so close together they function as a single astral body, with a shared alignment point in between them. All of the warp towers are being constructed on Ash Twin, while the 6 warp receivers were being constructed at different locations. A nomad named Poke successfully forged an advanced warp core for Ash Twin project. A diagram depicting the alignment angle between a warp tower and its corresponding astral body. Warp tower alignment angles are not exact. They only need to be within 5 degrees of the astral body's center. This results in slightly longer warp windows that last roughly several seconds. Anyone stepping onto the warp platform during the active window will be immediately warped. Okay, so we got that information. So, if Hourglass Twins function as one body... If Hourglass Twins function as one body... Would that mean that warping to one means... Would that mean that warping to one of them means... Would that mean that warping... Like... Would that mean going to the White Hole Station and having my alignment with... I'm gonna test something. Let's head over to the White Hole Station and see if I can think of something here. Trying to go too fast now. Match velocity. There we are. Okay. I'm still trying to figure this out. So, This aligns with Brittle Hollow. But that's Ember Twin. So, if I get the Ash Twin Stone, would that work? If there's an Ash Twin Stone, would that work? Fell through the black hole by accident. This warp tower can return you... Okay, no, it just returns me only to Brittle Hollow. So how am I supposed to warp? So how the fuck am I supposed to warp to the interior of Ash Twin? Yeah, because that takes me only to Brittle Hollow. What I'm looking to do is get inside of Ash Twin. Because the Black Hole Core and Ember Twin isn't taking me anywhere. At least, because if they're treated as one astral body, then I can't, then there's no means of warping into them. There's no means of warping into them from the Ash Twin Tower, and there's no means of warping into them in the Ember Twin segments. So it's like, what do I do here, then? Yeah, I'm about as stumped as can be. Let's find where that warp spot was on Ember Twin, see what we can do about it. Does Chert have any... God damn, all the other astronauts so far don't really have much in the way of advice. Besides Feldspar. Feldspar was cool in helping me, but the others so far have just been kind of clueless and eating marshmallows and playing music. I have a question for you. Found something. Found Nomai writing on the sun station. Is that what's in orbit around the sun? Sun, then, do you think? This sun station? Quite clever of the Nomai to devise a way to study the sun up close and personal. It must have been tremendously difficult to construct. And hot inside. I can only imagine. Wonder they were able to travel back and forth from the sun station and the Hourglass Twins, when the sun's slightest slip-up would have meant a fiery death. Because of warp nonsense, they were able to forge mini black holes. Somehow. But yeah, I'm... Yeah, I'm maybe I'm just dumb, but I'm truly a bit lost on this. Like, for the Ash Twin thing at least, I feel like I have a thread to follow because of the warp point stuff. Now that I know that these two are sort of kept as their own individual astral or kept us there as one whole astral body, maybe there's like a shortwave kind of warp point thing here, but that's a white hole core. And the only functioning warp core on there that I saw on Ash Twin was the one that would take me to the Sun Station. That ended up working. So I don't know what I'm missing here, frankly. So, this is tracking all the planets, as well as the quantum moon, I believe. Right? Yeah. And I don't know how to land on the quantum moon, so that I have to save for another time. Let's recap our news. So the Black Hole Forge says, diagram depicting the alignment angle between a warp tower and its corresponding astral body. Warp tower alignment angles are not exact. Okay. Not the thing I wanted. Hourglass twins are so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. All the warp towers were being constructed on Ash Twin, while the 6 warp receivers were being constructed on at different locations. So if I were to warp to Ember Twin, I would pop up here. But Ash Twin doesn't have that. Like, it doesn't have any places you pop up on. It just has places that you just enter. Sorry I've been silent about this. I'm just legitimately stumped. I'm so legitimately just stumped about this whole thing. This whole thing just has me, like, scratching my head trying to figure this shit out. Because I definitely have to make it into the Ash Twin project to learn more about the probes that were launched towards the Eye of the Universe. But I can't make it there because this isn't taking me to the underneath the core or into the protective shell. And the protective shell won't let me in because it's a protective shell. They built it to allow no physical entrance. So I have to warp. But I don't have the warp point that can let me get into it. Ugh.
Streamer is having trouble. Streamer brain small. Streamer brain can't figure out simple warp puzzle to try and get to other astral body. Streamer clueless.
First delivery. Ash Twin project. Confess I'm deeply curious about the White Hole Station. And this is Brittle Hollows, I believe. believe this is Brittle Hollows. Or no, that might... No, that is Brittle Hollows, yeah. That's meant to be Timber Hearth because of all the greenery inside it.
Streamer is so clueless. Let's laugh at Streamer's clueless brain.
That's Giant's Deep. That's the sun station, which I've made it to, and I got all the info I could out of it before the sun went red giant and killed me. Because the thing is that the sun station's whole purpose was to be like, hey, let's try and make a supernova for the larfs. And they did do it for the larfs. But the larfs were slow. And they were like, well, this sucks. And then the sun went red giant and killed me. Alright, that's Ember Twin. Which means this is Ash Twin. Yeah, I'm... I can't be... There's some clue I'm missing about this, but I don't know what it is. That's where the warp is for... That's where you come out of Ember Twin. Like, if you warp there, the Whitehole Station only takes you to Brittle Hollow. I swear I'm not being this clueless about it on purpose, guys. I'm legitimately stumped. It was approved for installation in the central chamber. An advanced warp core. Which were to build for the Ash Twin project. Ash Twin Towers designs. I believe what's on the right in that picture is supposed to be Ember Twin. So Ash Twin is the flat top one, the one that I've been standing on. So towers are aligned with no mice, quick travel between Ash Twin, all the locations crucial for the Ash Twin project. And then there's still the lake bed cave, which it's also a goddamn fucking... I'm trying to figure this out, guys. I really am. Like, it took me brute forcing the solution for the fucking, It took me... I had to brute force the Black Hole Forge solution out. Like, I'm trying not to sound this stupid. It's just... It just is. So this is Giant's Deep's tower. That's the sun station. There's the twins. And despite standing on it, like, if they're counted as one astral body, then how the fuck am I supposed to warp to the center of this one? I am so... I'm so confused. Because this is to Ember Twin. The other one's to Ash Twin. What did this scroll say again? Friends visiting from the Hanging City, we are planning the Ash Twin project at the High Energy Lab on Ember Twin's equator. Became lost in Ember Twin. We've made one breakthrough. That's it. And the sun's getting really dark. I do like that your ship has tally marks on that control panel there to show how many loops you've done. So if we count the loops, I've done a total of 4, 9, 12. I've done 12. Really? 12? I've done 12 loops? I feel like I've done more than that. -2-minute. I can't figure this out. I legitimately can't figure this out. I'm absolutely stumped on whatever the solution of this may be. Like that is, by my own admission, I am not understanding at all what the game is asking of me. Because none of the warp cores here, I think, even are going to work, as far as I know. Because this is all based on if their alignment matches with the planet. But none of them are if I'm not warping. So I don't know what is going on. Like, do I have to... Wait. I wonder, do I have to turn the power to the high energy lab in order to power the warp cores here? No, that wouldn't, no. It's gotta be something here that causes the warps to finally happen, but they just aren't. Not warping. This is Timber Hearth's tower. Yeah, I've got nothing. I mean, for the next loop, I think maybe I could try to get to the energy lab and see if anything changes with that, but I've been looking inside of the Ash Twin project for a little bit now with the projection stones. The council has been, the Council of Nomai Masks has been judging my Twitter posts, and I just haven't been able to go meet them. I haven't been able to go meet the council. Damn it, I wanted to launch my scout into the sun. I thought that'd be funny. Come on, go into the sun. Go into the sun. I wonder if there's an achievement for sending your scout into the sun. Damn it. Nope. Yeah. I'm trying to think about what I can do here, and I'm just coming up blank. The quantum moon I could hop on, but I don't know how to get on there without the moon vanishing on me. Ash Twin Project, I really should. I feel like I have all the pieces, but I just can't figure out how they're fitting with each other. I just can't. Like, I got the Black Hole Forge district stuff, but only by brute forcing it. The vessel I don't even want to touch yet because of the anglerfish in there. I'm gonna try for the high energy lab again to see what I can do there, but at this point I've kind of just reached a point right now that I'm hit a wall. I've hit a wall because I have the supposed coordinates to the Eye of the Universe, and I don't know how I'm supposed to enter those. For all I know, maybe the Quantum Moon's 6th location is near the Eye of the Universe, and I just need to park my ship on there. Kind of like a ferry situation, but I'm stumped. I am legitimately stumped. Like, I'm racking my brain trying to figure out what the solution to this problem is, but the solution is just really obtuse for me. Like, I don't know, maybe it's not that difficult of a solution and I'm just being a dum-dum, but I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea what I am doing wrong or right or what have you. Because here we have the tracker for all the planets and Dark Bramble. Here we have the gravity cannon that's supposed to be from the Interloper, which I'm not even sure if I should be going into the core of that thing, if I can be completely honest. Because, like, that thing is basically like ghost matter central. It's got those weird, like, wispy apparitions things that my scout keeps warning me are hazardous. So here I am trying to figure out these solutions, and I'm just like, I can actually feel my brain cells trying to be like, it's just a pickle of a time trying to figure this out. So, I need to wait for the sand to lower enough to get me above those cacti. And If I reach into the high energy lab, maybe if I swap the energy from going to the Sunless City, I can take it over to the Ash Twin Project. I don't know. I'm spitballing here, people. I've legitimately hit a wall regarding our avenues here. Because the other reason why I'm reluctant about the vessel in the first place is because the vessel, not just the fact that it's surrounded by a bunch of anglerfish, the vessel is also what the Nomai came in on. So I imagine that any stuff that's there is just going to be talking about, hey, we found this thing that we're referring to as the Eye of the Universe. Oh god, what attached to our ship? Oh god, we are now caught in the pocket dimension. There's anglerfish all around us. Escape pods, go! But I could be wrong, but it's definitely not my first stop right now. So, right now, all I'm thinking is just how in the fuck am I supposed to teleport into this protective layer to learn more about it? Because so far, all I've learned is just that there's the statues there, and that the signal from the Ash Twin Project is what's making the probe cannon explode each time I wake up. Alright, here I am again. Open that up. That's just a window. And the thing is, I can pick these up, but what am I meant to do with these? I can't remove the ones that are in those warp cores. Alright, that goes to Sunless City. So I'm gonna redirect that power. Maybe this is one of the places where the... Now, I was gonna say this is probably where one of the quantum shards ends up, but no, they usually arrive in a pathway. Or in a place that has a pathway. My ship's quite far. So now that I've transferred the power, maybe that does something. Like maybe transferring that power is what I needed to do. Who knows? At this point, I'm trying to just think of anything that can fix this up. This is a very tough solution that I'm trying to get through. Well, maybe it's not tough, and maybe I'm just dumb. Who knows? Who knows? It could be either or. Alright. Now let's get on to Ash Twin. And let's see, which of the towers are exposed now? The Sun Station and the Twins. Perfect. That's what I was looking for. Oh, shit. Slide around. There. Perfect. Alright, cool. I've already gotten all the information I could out of the Sun Station, so there's nothing I can do there. So all that's left is just to figure out how to warp to the stupid ass Ash Twin project. More like Ash Twin project. Alright. I don't know if that was the solution that needed, but it's not. Do I need to wait for the core to be... Do I need to wait for these two to be aligned perfectly? Because that may be what I need. Just need to wait for it, I guess. Because if I go to the Ember Twin side, all that's going to do is spit me up near the warp point near the high energy lab anyway. So what I'm assuming that I have to do here is sit tight here, wait for the planet to make its loop again, and see if that's what it is. If not, then I truly have no idea what I can do about this. Truly no idea. None. Sorry for the concentration on this. I'm really just trying to think. I'm having a Jimmy Neutron brain blast moment, and I'm sadly without a Carl Weezer or a Sheen. Alright, here comes the planet. Here it comes. If this... I fucking backed into the cactus. God damn it. I'm gonna have to repair my suit and get fuel again. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna go get fuel and probably start the loop over or something. I don't know. I'm really just... I'm racking my brain and I'm just coming up nothing. Well, that... Oh! Well, that's not what I hoped would happen. Huh. Well, they didn't warp. God damn it. Alright. That's cool. Just... I need to find Chert. Where's Chert? There's some trees near the fucking planet tracker. That was quite goofy. Alright, I need to find Chert, see if he's got a refuel tank. Or they've got a refuel tank. I need to remember, they don't have gender, the Hearthians. They don't have gender. They are all born from egg and therefore also don't have gender. Or their species just has no gender. They don't. They don't have gender. And you are also a big old fucking can of worms I can't seem to figure out. But yeah, now that I... Yeah, the idea of don't stand in the middle of the fucking sand pillar, good idea to know for the future. There. All right, let's go see Chert, see if he's got any. Let's see if they've got any solutions. But I am doubtful. The hell was that? Maybe I can attempt to land back on Ash Twin. Do you have any fuel that I can use? Yes. Awesome. Now I can see if I can hop back onto my ship. Like a funny man person trying to fly. Nope, gravity. Like, it's very slight, but it's gravity. That's the broken entrance into the Sunless City. That's where the planet tracker is. I am so stumped. I'm absolutely just stumped. I have nothing. High energy lab's now flooding with sand because I opened the door. And this is just an output that plops me onto the planet if I warped through a black hole core, so I'm just... Yeah, I'm floundering here. I've got nothing. So I think I'm just gonna start the loop over and then end the stream because I am truly like without any idea. I have no clue how the fuck I'm supposed to figure this out. Like, I don't know what I am missing, but I am clearly missing something. And my ship is just 300-ish meters away from me. So I'm just gonna meditate. I've been going at this for 3 hours, and I'm legitimately stumped, and I don't want to just make dead air for you guys, because that's just too much, because, yeah. I don't want to look up a guide, but this is legitimately... I'm scratching my brains here. So, I think I'm gonna stop for now. We'll take stock again as to what the fuck we're supposed to do, and then I'll, end it for the night. Alright, let's take a look-see. Let's take a look at our notes. So, we got the Black Hole Forge. That was a big step. We learned that... Okay, all the warp towers were constructed in Ash Twin. The Hourglass Twins are so close they function as a single astral body, with a shared alignment point. So what this likely means is that I have to find a the alignment tower for them is basically about making sure you're within the right tower to warp there. The issue is that I imagine I'm on the right tower when I'm on Ash Twin, but I can't fucking warp. Something's not working, and I don't know why. There's the vessel, which I know is something I can get into, but I am so fucking scared of those anglerfish. And there's, like, I remember I counted 5 of them, but there's probably more. And I am not I'm not Tom Cruise in this fucking spaceship here. I can't navigate very well in it normally. So navigating it in a tight space with no gravity, low visibility, and anglerfish on my ass is not a fun prospect. So, yeah. And then there's this, which I'm also not confident on, because I launched my scout in there, and it just seems like all the entrance points into the core are just ghost matter radiation fields. Like, don't even touch them. So, yeah. And then the Quantum Moon, which I still can't figure out what the hell the deal is there. Lakebed Cave, I still don't know what to do there. So, the next time I stream this is definitely going to be an interesting time trying to parse all this out, but at the very least we made one breakthrough, which I'm at least happy enough with, even if I had to brute force it. So, yeah. Thank you all for bearing with me tonight. And as I had mentioned earlier in the stream, I'm thinking about swapping my operations over onto YouTube streaming to see how different it is as an alternative because of Twitch's recent updates. So I'm going to be doing that to see if anything is different. But I still will let you guys know on Twitter when my next stream happens, so that you can watch me over there if you are so inclined. And yeah, just be sure to take care of yourselves, everybody, because shit's getting crazy in the world lately. So just keep yourselves safe, and I hope to see you in the next stream. Bye.